Let's get to today's feature segment on picking some value stocks. Paul Dietrich is with us, Chief Investment Strategist at B. Riley Wealth Management. Got a few names for us for your portfolio. How are you feeling overall? I mean, you're watching everything from coronavirus to the run-up we've had recently. Are you feeling optimistic?
Yeah, I mean, the economy is slowing. You can see it in some of the earnings reports, but it's still good growth, and 70% of the economy is based on consumer spending, and so long as we have full employment and wages continue to go up, you know, I think 2020 is going to be a good year. I'm expecting about an 8% gain in the stock market from beginning of the year to the end of the year, and but there's no question that the market's overpriced. I mean, right now, the forward price earnings ratio is 19. Just to give you some context, the 5-year average is 14.7,
right,
or 16.7, and the 10-year average is 15. So, looking at the 10-year, we're 20–25% overvalued, but there are still some value stocks that are available to people, and they're good stocks.
I know you have some names here that I want to get you. Just as I mentioned the coronavirus, we've watched some of the names such as Apple and Carnival Cruise and Nike and all of these types of big multinational companies either concerned about supply or demand or what, you know, the uncertainty of the coronavirus. Do you think those types of names are buying opportunities?
Yeah, if you look at because I don't always trust Chinese statistics, but if you look at what the Chinese are saying now and what the World Health Organization is saying, we've probably reached a peak in the coronavirus. There are some promising new treatments that are coming out and being tested. They even think that our flu vaccine might actually work for this. So we're going to only see a supply chain interruption for probably a few weeks. It's not good, but this all happened during the Chinese New Year, which was 2 weeks when everything closed down in China anyway. So there's going to be short-term supply chain problems. Eventually they'll catch up, they'll work more shifts, and, you know, it's not going to hurt the economy in the long run.
Right, okay. And then what about names like AT&T and Progressive? You're looking at some of those names?
Yeah, I'm always careful not to tell people when to buy, but if you're a value investor and you like value stocks, these are 4 great value stocks. I mean, AT&T, it has a over 5 dividend yield. Dividend yield. It's at a 10 PE, which is way below the 19. And Progressive Insurance. All of these stocks, Intel and Cisco Systems, are below the 5-year average PE. And you look at AT&T, Cisco, and Intel, and these are going to be major beneficiaries of the new 5G technology that really is going to come into its own probably next year, but is here.
I think that's sort of a factor as well. When is 5G? I mean, obviously, there's talk now of it being delayed because of the coronavirus, right?
It could be. The system is out there. The things that use the system, like an iPhone or your laptop, I actually think laptops are going to have 5G before a lot of the people have iPhones. Those may be delayed a bit, but it's coming. And if you're a long-term investor, you know, these stocks are really cheap.
And then we were looking at the elections. Let's say you love Trump, you love Bloomberg, you love Bernie Sanders. Okay, we're not going to say who people like or they don't like, but what we do want to know is how to prepare for market moves. And what are the preparations that you have in your mind for these candidates?
Well, I kind of agree with a recent report that was a consensus of about 1,100 corporate analysts in the United States. It just came out. And basically, this is what they're thinking. If Sanders or Elizabeth Warren win, the market will definitely go down, and they believe that we could lose all the gains that we've made up until the election. It would not be good for the stock market, at least for a while. Most of the analysts have kind of written off Biden and Klobuchar.
Tell me, the Trump-Bloomberg thing you thought was better for the markets,
exactly.
right? Because those are more business-friendly types of administrations.
If Trump and Bloomberg win, the market will go up.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who.
Yeah. And, you know, whoever you love, go ahead and vote. It's important to vote, everybody.
That's right. Thanks
to Paul Dietrich, Chief Investment Strategist at B. Riley Wealth Management. Thanks for joining us on the show. We really appreciate it.